dog for engagement. Okay. Sorry, it's been like a month from school startup. I got busy, but that's important. I'm gonna try and make videos again with a bit more research this time. Because welcome back to B Movie Battles, episode 3? Wait, I want to say 3, yeah, maybe 4. I'll have to look back at my channel before posting this. You'll see in the title, so who cares? But today, as said, I started a bit of research, which is to say, I reread the Classic Illustrated and watched the cinematic review of what we're talking about, which in this episode, which is Critters meets the Island of Dr. Moreau. If you don't know Critters, imagine gremlins with a meaner spirit. That's about it. Little space guys crash down to Earth and cause ruckus for a family. All of their are translated so with subtitles, so you get some funny jokes in that. Very fun. If I remember correctly, in the sequel, there's a bigger critter. Or I think they're called kites. Yeah, but I have never watched the sequel, but I'm gonna pretend I have for the sake of this video, which is what we call, and we call that, kids, lying. Or no, I forgot where it's going. Never mind. And we call that, kids, being on the internet. That's where it's going. Then Island of Dr. Moreau, classic. Come on, bud. I'll let her smell. But it's basically about some dude who gets stranded on an island with a mad scientist who makes basically combinations of people and animals. Like, I think chimera is a term. If you, spoiler warning, but if you've read Full Metal Alchemist, you know the scene with the girl and the dog? An island of those things. Basically, island of the furry. But here's my idea for a crossover film between the two. So, first, we'd start in space with, what's it called? I am so dumb. I just said their name a second ago. With a bunch of kites about to be shot off into space jail. But instead they escape to Earth and land on an island that's seemingly uninhabited. So we get like a few scenes of them, like, I don't know, building a little tiki society, you know? Like, until one day they find a weird animal-looking dude. And of course they have a brief fight. It's like, and the animal-looking dude dies a very quick and comedic death. I don't have one in mind. I'm just spouting ideas once I come to, if I ever actually write movies, come up with something. But that introduces us to the animal man, or I guess I don't know what. I was gonna make a joke about I don't want to deaden them as animal men, but I realized species can't be analogous, is nowhere near analogous to gender. So that trick's dead. But yeah. Come on, Buds. He's a good dog. Buds, come on. Because one of the animal guys is found dead. The other animal people are like, what's going on? So they try and take it to Moreau, who, like, you know what happens, which leads to him creating a hunting party of like tiger men and that's a cool Komodo dragon man. And wait, does he do reptiles? I think it's just mammals. Yeah. Yeah. As I was saying, locates a hunting party with some cool animal men. He finds, come on, we gotta move. And he eventually finds Krites who were shipping a little tiki in their tiki society. I'm gonna say they worship like a giant prehistoric Krite, like King Kong. And, well, not giant, but like human sized. And we'll say like it was part of a group of Krites that crashed like the Earth millions of years ago and evolved separately. But so it leads to basically just a bit of a war between Moreau and the Krites, and he'll eventually one of Moreau gets enough Krite to fuse him with a human. Yeah. Come on. Why are you smelling the concrete? Sorry, talking to my dad. I guess I try to cross the street. But as I was saying, the Krites, Dr. Moreau gets some Krites and makes animal-human hybrids of that. Don't ask me about how the size works. He uses a really short person, like a dwarf, or he uses a what's it called, or he uses like a bunch of Krites, but that changes the tide of battle, and blah blah blah. Eventually leads to, but eventually the human Krites defect, which causes other animal men to defect, which leads to Moreau having to fight off the Krite human hybrids and the Kritezilla duel as they like try and kill him. It's and the island explodes, and I did not think of because I did not think of an ending at all. So they lived but still, actually I did think of one ending. If the island explodes, there'll be a stinger where we see that there are even more Krites that crash land on Skull Island. Yeah. That's all I got. Thanks for listening to my rambles. See y'all next time.